Good morning, students. This is session 1 of 8th Standard Social Science, Geography, 5th Unit, Hazards. So children, listen carefully to this session. In case of any doubts, make a note of it, which shall be clarified on the day of reopening. So now let's enter into today's topic. The lesson hazard starts with the conversation in a classroom between a teacher and the students. So, when the teacher was taking the attendance, she asked whether all are present today. Then one girl replied, Shruti is absent today. Teacher said, why is she absent today? Then she said, yesterday while returning home, she was struck by a big branch of a tree due to heavy rain and got injured. Students, you all must be very careful while moving around to avoid the problems from hazards. Then, one student asked, what do you mean by hazards? You mean the Belgian football player Hazard. Then the teacher said, no, it is an event which can affect the living and non-living things on earth. I think today is the right day to get into the interesting chapter hazards. So now let's see the definition for hazard. Hazards are defined as a thing or a person or an event or factor that poses a threat to people, structures or economic assets and which may cause a disaster. They could be either human-made or naturally occurring in the environment. So hazards mean it is an event or a thing or a person which creates a threat to the living as well as the non-living things. For example, we can take the recent Nivar cyclone. So it is an event which caused a threat to the people. So children, hazard means it is an event which can be caused naturally or by humans and it is a threat to the environment. Then the word hazard owes its origin to the word hazard in Old French meaning a game of dice. In Arabic, azar, in Spanish, zar. So the word azar is derived from an Old French word that is hazard, which means game of dice. So next is, a natural hazard is a natural process and event that is a potential threat to human life and property. The process and events themselves are not a hazard but become so because of human use of the land. So natural hazard means it is an event which occurs naturally. For example, earthquakes, tsunamis, cyclones. So these and all occurs naturally and it can't be stopped. And then a disaster is a hazardous event that occurs over a limited time span in a defined area and causes great damage to property, loss of life, also needs assistance from others. So the definition for disaster is, it is a kind of hazardous. Hazardous means dangerous event that occurs for a limited time span, that occurs for a limited period of time. And it takes only a short period of time to recover from it. And it causes a great damage to property, loss of life, and it needs some kind of assistance. Assistance means help to recover from the damage. Whereas a catastrophe means a massive disaster that requires significant expenditure of money and a long time for recovery. So disaster means it occurs for a short period of time, that is limited time span. Whereas a catastrophe is a massive disaster and it takes a long period of time to recover from it. And also lot of expenditure of money. It also takes lot of money to recover from it. So now let's see what are the types of hazards. So what are the types of hazards? So let's see it. So some hazards occur frequently and threat the people. So hazards are classified in different ways. So first one is based on their causes of occurrence. So hazards can be classified based on the cause of occurrence. And second type is based on their origin. So hazards may be classified under based on their causes of occurrence and based on their origin. So now first let's see about based on their causes of occurrence. So the types of hazards based on their causes of occurrence. So first one is hazards can be classified into natural hazards, human-made hazards, socio-natural hazards. So based on their causes of occurrence, the hazards can be classified into natural hazards, human-made hazards and socio-natural hazards. So hazards are classified into three types: natural, human-made and socio-natural hazards. So let's see the definition for each in detail. So first one is natural hazard. So first one is natural hazard. So from the name itself we can tell. So natural hazard means caused naturally. For example, flood, cyclone, earthquake, tsunamis. So these and all comes under natural hazard. So we can't stop it. These are the results of natural processes and man has no role to play in such hazards. So these are caused naturally, not because of humans. For example, earthquakes. So earthquakes is a natural hazard. Then flood. Flood is overflowing of dams. So flood is a natural hazard. Cyclonic storms. Next is drought. So drought is lack of water. And then volcanic eruptions. Then landslide. Then tsunamis. So these are all the kind of natural hazards that cause a threat to the people and it is caused naturally. So human has no role in natural hazards. So now let's see about human-made hazards, that is man-made hazards. These hazards are caused by undesirable activities of human beings. So the human-made hazards are caused because of the undesirable activities of human beings. So let's see what are the undesirable activities. So first one is the industrial chemical leak. So because of the carelessness, the industrial chemical leak will become a great threat, and also the oil spill. So such hazards can disturb the safety, health, welfare of people and cause damage or destruction to property. So the industrial chemical leak or oil spill, it is caused because of the carelessness. So such hazards can disturb the safety, health and welfare of the people and it will cause a great damage to the property. And then the explosions. So it also will result in explosions. Then hazardous waste. So the hazardous waste. So the hazardous waste will mix in water and it will cause water pollution. So these are all the human-made hazards which are caused because of the humans. And then the pollution, that is the air pollution. So the air pollutions are caused because of the industries or traffic, number of vehicles are increasing. So these are all the causes for air pollution and it is caused because of humans. And then water pollution. So the chemicals from the factories are let into the nearby lakes or rivers. So it causes the water pollution. And then the land pollution. So all the garbage are dumped on the soil. So it causes the land pollution. And then the dam failures. So it is caused because of the carelessness in the infrastructure. So the dam failures. And then war. So war or some civil conflicts. So civil conflicts in a state or civil conflicts in a country. So it causes a great damage to the public property as well as loss of life and also terrorism. So these are all the man-made hazards. So these are all the human-made hazards which is a great threat to the property as well as to human beings' life. So I hope you are clear with natural hazard and man-made hazards. So now let's move on to the third type of hazards based on their cause of occurrence, that is socio-natural hazards. Socio-natural hazards is also called as quasi-natural hazard. Socio-natural is also called quasi-natural hazards. So these hazards are caused by the combined effect of natural forces and misdeeds of human. So the socio-natural hazards are caused by the combined effect of natural as well as the man-made hazards. So let's see some of the example for better understanding. So for example, the frequency and intensity of floods and drought may increase due to the indiscriminate felling of trees, particularly in the catchment areas of rivers. So the deforestation. So deforestation means cutting down of trees frequently near the catchment areas will result in frequent flood as well as drought. So drought means lack of water. If there is no trees, there will be a disturbance in the water cycle and there will be a reduction in the rainfall. So the frequency and intensity of flood and drought may increase due to the indiscriminate felling of trees, that is because of deforestation. Because of cutting down of trees, it results in high frequency and intensity of floods and drought. So it is a mixture of both natural as well as the human made factor. So next one is the landslide. So landslide is a natural hazard, but how it is becoming a threat? Because landslides are caused by natural forces and their frequency and impact may be aggravated, so may be increased as a result of construction of roads, houses, etc. in mountainous area. So the construction of roads and houses near the mountain areas will become a great threat to life. So landslide is a natural cause, but the construction of the roads and houses near the mountainous area will become a threat to the life of the people. So this is how the natural hazard and the human made hazard are combined. So this is called socio-natural hazards. Then excavating tunnels and by mining and quarrying. So the excavation of tunnels are also one of the major factor for the occurrence of landslide. And then storm surge hazards may be worsened by the destruction of mangroves. By destruction of mangroves means by the destruction of forests, the storms will be very high. And then smog. Smog is a serious problem in most big urban areas. So urban means well developed areas. So smog is a serious problem. So how this smog is coming? Because of the emission from the vehicles and industries. So the smog is increased because of the emissions from vehicles and industries. And also the combustion of wood and coal together combined with fog leads to smog. So the combustion of wood and coal together combined with fog leads to smog. So now let's see the second types of hazard based on their origin. So the second type of hazard based on their origin. So let's see, the hazards can be grouped into 8 categories. So based on the origin, the hazard can be categorized into 8 categories. So first one is atmospheric hazard. So first one is atmospheric hazard. Second one is geologic or seismic hazard. And third one is hydrologic hazard. Atmospheric, geologic or seismic, and third one is hydrologic hazard. And then fourth category is volcanic hazard. Fifth one is environmental hazard. Sixth one is biological hazard. Volcanic, environmental and biological hazard. And then seventh one is technological hazard. And finally human induced hazard. So these are all the 8 categories of the types of hazards based on their origin. So let's see some examples for each category. So first one is Atmospheric hazard. So atmosphere means air. So the hazards which are caused because of air is called atmospheric hazard. So let's see some example. So first one is tropical storms. So the storms are caused because of the air. So it is an atmospheric hazard. And then the thunderstorms. So the thunderstorms is an atmospheric hazard related to air. And then lightning. And then the tornadoes. So tornadoes is also an atmospheric hazard. And then the avalanches. So avalanches are mostly caused in glaciers. And then the heat waves. So heat waves are a kind of hot air. And then the fog and the forest fire. So these are all the hazards which are caused because of the air. So it is called atmospheric hazard. So the origin of such kind of hazard is from the air. Hence it is called atmospheric hazard. So now let's move on to the second category or the second type of hazard based on their origin, that is geologic or seismic hazard. Geologic or seismic hazard. So because of the earth's surface. So first one is earthquakes. So earthquakes are caused because of the sudden movement of the lithospheric plates. So it is caused because of the earth's surface. So hence it comes under the geologic hazard. And then the tsunami. So the tsunami are caused because of the earthquake under the oceans or the seas. So it is called tsunami. Tsunami means huge waves and it is derived from a Japanese word. And then the landslide. So the landslide is caused on the earth's surface. So hence it comes under the geologic hazard. And then the land subsidence. So the land subsidence also occurs on the earth's surface. So these kinds of the hazards comes under geologic or seismic hazard. So now let's move on to the third category, that is hydrologic hazard. So hydro means water. So water related hazard comes under hydrologic hazard. So first one is flood. So flood is an hydrologic hazard. And then drought. So drought is because of the lack of water. And then the erosion, the coastal erosion is an hydrologic hazard. And then the storm surges. So these are all the hydrological hazards. So now let's move on to the volcanic hazard. The volcanic hazards are caused because of the volcanoes. For example, the volcanic eruptions and lava flows comes under volcanic hazard. So the eruption and lava flows comes under volcanic hazard. And the next category is environmental hazard. So next one is environmental hazards. So in that the first one is air pollution. So the pollution of air is a kind of environmental hazard. And then water pollution. So water pollution is a kind of environmental hazard. And then land pollution, that is soil pollution, is a kind of environmental hazard. Then desertification. So desertification means cracking of land because of lack of water is also an environmental hazard. Global warming. So global warming because of air pollution. And then deforestation. So deforestation means cutting down of trees. So these are all the kinds of environmental hazards. So now let's move on to biological hazards. So move on to biological hazards. So let's see some example for this kind of hazard. So the viruses. For example, the current pandemic COVID-19 virus is a biological hazard. And then HIV virus. And then the killer bees. So the killer bees also comes under biological hazard, which is a great threat to the people. So now let's see the technological hazard. So the hazards or the disaster which are caused because of the advancement in the technology. So not only advancements in the technology, because of the carelessness in the technology. So let's see it. So first one is hazardous materials. So hazardous materials means very dangerous or explosive materials which are handled without any proper care. And next one is fires. So the accidents in the industries or the fire explosions in the industries are caused because of the technological failure in the equipment. And then the infrastructure failures, that is for example dam failures. So these are all the great threat to the people which are caused because of the carelessness in the technology. And then the human-induced hazard, the last category of hazard based on the origin is human-induced. So human-induced means caused because of the human. So first one is terrorism. So terrorism is a kind of human-induced hazard and it is a great threat to the society. And then the bomb blast. So because of terrorism, bomb blast will occur. And then war. And then accidents. So road accidents also human-induced hazard. Because of the carelessness, road accidents will take place. So without following the road rules or the safety rules, the road accident will take place. So it is a kind of human-induced hazards. And then civil disorders, civil conflicts. It causes a great damage to the public property as well as loss of life. So children, these are all the types of hazards based on their origin. So we have come to an end of this session. I hope you are clear with today's topic. You can refer your textbook pages. Today's topic are covered from page number 122 to 124. So now it's time for questions. So let's see some evaluation questions. In case of any doubts, you can go through the whole session video once again, or else you can refer your textbook. So let's see some evaluation questions. So first one is define hazard. So give the definition for hazard. And second one is what are the major types of hazards. Third question, define landslide. And then fourth question, define human-induced hazard. And finally, define catastrophe. So children, try to answer all these questions in the notebook which you are maintaining for social science. In our next class, we can see about major hazards in India. Thank you.